and Isidroo have had some very tough sets. They've been like sneaking through them, 3-2ing all of their top 8, even against Snowy and Zakoi, which, like, no offense to Snowy and Zakoi, but they're not as household of names as like Noel, Ethan, or as Simba and Santy.
Yeah, that's what Photo was saying. Is he was saying that Snowy and Zakoi are newcomers to top 8. They're tourists there, where Remmy and Isidroo, like, they're moved in. They have multiple rental properties there. They are no strangers to finishing top 8 at all. So yeah, definitely Snowy and Zakoi are newcomers. And the fact that Snowy and Zakoi took it to game 5, that's really good for them, but also a little bit of a question mark on Remmy and Isidroo and how they're playing. They then went into the next set against Noel and Ethan, another game 5 situation. They did hit the reverse 3 on that, which was absolutely disgusting. So going into this, they have to be feeling pretty good. We'll see how game 1 goes after that reset. It seemed like the switch to the Bryn Hattori really started working for them against Noel and Ethan.
Yeah, Isidroo's Bryn Axe it's on point right now. He is getting so many amazing hits onto this blue team, launching them every other direction. You can see blue team getting close to that kill percent, and neutral signature is already starting to come out from Isidroo.
Neutral light coming in. Nice dare from Simba. Went for the side signature off the edge. Wanting some damage here. Oh, even the side heavy picks up.
Oh,
nice punish
Simba
from Remmy, but Simba with the turnaround. Grabbing that first stock there, about a minute in. Recovery from Santy. Man, Santy and Simba have been really rock solid today. Almost gets the follow-up there for the knockout on Isidroo. He's doing his best to stay alive here. Oh, he kept going.
He just kept going. He had to. He was like, if I go far enough, maybe he won't commit to a ground pound. Remmy finally able to finish off that first stock of Simba, but this has been the story all day for Santy and Simba. Santy extending those stocks. Red team, though, able to get it picked up. Didn't have Santy extend it for too long.
Man, Remmy's taking some damage here. He's already in the orange. Gauntlets coming in from Simba. Sword coming in from Santy. That side light. Remmy turning around, hitting the recovery. More work from Simba!
My goodness.
Just grabbing these gauntlet recovery knockouts like really early. And that's the thing that you definitely don't want to see if you're playing against a gauntlet player. Because you want them to try and go for the sidelight GC sidelight one direction, sidelight GC sidelight the other direction, and have to go for that read. The fact that he's getting them this early is very scary if you're playing against a gauntlet player.
And it doesn't help that they've been on Remmy so far. Remmy has historically been the one who's extending his stocks for the team, and it's Isidroo who usually falls first. But the fact that Remy's already down to his final stock, about to get gimped by Simba.
This is dangerous.
The save from Isidroo, Remmy has to back off.
And that save from Isidroo was really important because I gave Remmy a little bit of a boost to get up and away. Then his dodge came off of cooldown, so he was able to use that to get through the blue team's moves to keep him alive.
Isidroo with a nice side
air. Oh man, Remy's still taking punishment on that. I think Isidroo's numbers at the end of this game are going to be looking really good.
Yeah, he's been putting out a lot of damage. Nice downlight recovery. Remmy able to even up this stock count, but Remmy cannot afford to get hit. That was, even that on-stage ground pound was kind of risky there.
Ground pounding through the dodge from Santy. Goes over. Man, Isidroo, you hear all those axe noises coming out, and Remmy finishes it up?
What a rotation. Isidroo just chopping up Simba. It's all left to Santy. Isidroo's on fire right now.
Oh, this is still so winnable for Santy. Big side air from Isidroo. Yeah, he's putting in work. His number's going to be so good.
Oh, the side sig from Santy. It's all left to Isidroo. He drops the recovery. Isidroo now disarmed. He's got the spear.
There's the nair. You see him floating. Maybe he wants to find the recovery. You've seen multiple side airs coming out. One more of those. And that's probably going to be curtains. The way Isidroo's fought back in this final stock is going to mean nothing as Santy and Simba take it. Yeah, look at those numbers, baby. 739 damage. 661 taken. That's 220 per stock.
Oh, Isidroo played out of his mind. Remmy knows that he fell a little bit early there, so he's going to switch it up, go over to the Bodvar for game number 2. Oh, they're not in the strength stance. Both Santy and Simba are in the defense stance, taking out of dexterity, but that gives them only 4 in the strength department.
That makes it even more fantastic that they're finding those gauntlet recovery knockouts that early under Remmy last game.
Yeah. Damage pretty even between the two. You see Simba still playing that forward position for his team. Remmy on the swap to the Bodvar has the hammer in hand, but we're not seeing those hammer combos come out just yet.
Nice little back and forth trading on the punishes. You like side air? Man, Simba's looking really good this stock so far, taking very little damage. Isidroo is trying to chase him in this edge guard, but Isidroo's so red that unarmed recovery almost led to the knockout.
Nice.
Silent recovery. Remmy gets the counter.
Good on Remmy, making sure that he gets that trade, keep that stock count even. Their damage is just behind the blue team.
Remmy does have a heavy weapon in hand. Ooh, that turns Simba red. Are we going to see the knockout soon? Side air gets dodged by Simba. He's over on the edge. The recovery is going to take Remmy out.
Nice side air.
Fast fall there from Isidroo to get out of the way of that, because it was going to go over the corner and down a little bit.
But that side air is still not enough. He's got the gauntlet, horizontal movement. Remmy and Isidroo with a 2v1 combo in the meantime.
Santy retreating over to the wall, doesn't want to follow into a combo between Remmy and Isidroo. Giving plenty of time for his teammate to respond. Here, grabs a weapon. Ooh, neutral light. That's going to put Isidroo in the red. Now the red team is really starting to fall behind.
Oh, and that side sig. See Remmy make this rotate, wants to keep this damage going. Isidroo with the risky down sig. Simba's going to punish him for that one. Uh-oh. He gets back onto the main stage.
Again, Simba choosing to go unarmed off stage. Not afraid of that whatsoever. Continuing to maybe feel himself today. Side signature from Isidroo sends Simba over to the wall. A little bit of a punish there coming out from Santy. Oh, that's going to interrupt. That D-Light would have hit Remmy.
Simba's still living with the gauntlets on the right side. Side signature going to take out the teammate. Isidroo, though, has to be careful. He's the most damage on the final stock.
Red team just a little bit behind. I'm surprised we didn't see a weapon toss come out from Remmy to maybe clean up that kill over on the right side, but he just kind of stayed on that soft platform after hitting the recovery. Ooh, that knockout is not what the red team needs. Blue team here in a good spot. If they can get this knockout onto Isidroo, that'd put Remmy in the 1v2. That would be so huge for them. Some
good team damage being put out by the red team. Isidroo has to extend this stock. All right, he's getting some damage. Oh, downlight recovery. Isidroo's out. It's all left to Remmy now in the 1v2. Santy and Simba are both pretty healthy. That end sig almost hit.
Man, they are chasing him so high. D-Light recovery from Remmy. Fortunately for him, Simba side-sig the other direction, so he was able to grab the 2 hits without getting punished. Now he's without a weapon. This is so tough.
He's just waiting for the weapon spawn, but Simba with the juggles means a weapon won't spawn. Does it spawn?
Goes basically right to Santy. Remmy was falling towards it, but Santy was just already there. Hammer coming in for Remmy. Oh, he goes for the GCD sig. Went for the big play. Got punished, but man, that was close. Santy coming in clutch that game. 714 damage, picking up 4 KOs.
And it really felt like Isidroo was not able to get any of that axe damage that he did in game number 1. Like, he did so much work with the axe in game 1. Game 2, it just felt like he was floundering to get the hits and then started hitting his teammate. And at that point, he was like, oh man, I just feel bad that I am hitting anything but the enemies with my axe.
It looks like he's hoping for this Olgrim pick. to maybe turn the tide in their favor. If they won this and moved on, it would be another reverse 3.
That's a big ask. That is a very tough ask right now. They have to win 3 in a row, like you're saying. Otherwise, Simba and Santy go into the losers final, guaranteed top 3 finish to fight against Wrenched and Koslix.
Of course, Remy's still sticking with his Bodvar here. 1 weapon each. Now Santy's able to grab really high in the air that sword. Remy's able to grab a hammer as well. Isidroo just kind of staying over there, threatening Santy if he wants to come over. Relieve some of the pressure from Simba. See if this Olgrim axe can maybe do some more chunks. We can compare that to maybe his Bryn axe the game before last.
I mean, he was getting some good hits with the axe to start. One of the reasons why this blue team is so damaged right now. Big side sig. He switches over to the Lance for the, I guess, better knockout potential. It's got that sidelight recovery and some decent signatures with this Olgrim kit.
Nice. Sidelight recovery. Maybe more consistent kill options also because he has that sidelight recovery.
Yeah. Nice recovery pickup from Remy. Will give the red team the
Nailed
first
it.
stock, and the sidelight recovery from Isidroo gives them the second.
He nailed those basically back to back. Showing why he wanted to favor that Lance, why he wanted to pick this character in Olgrim, why he strayed away from the Bryn after he found out it wasn't working.
Yeah, and you saw him immediately switch over to the axe. He was like, all right, work's done with the Lance. Now I got to go back to the axe to build more damage up onto this blue team.
Man, you see that defense stance coming through for Isidroo, giving him so much tankiness here. Surviving that recovery. That one will knock out. Remy's still living on his first stock. Finally falls. Simba's taking so much damage. You're not seeing him survive super healthy this game yet.
He's struggling a little bit here. Already deep red on his second stock. Isidroo, if he gets the sidelight, will be going for that recovery to knock out. Oh my goodness.
Nice interruption there from Remy. Isidroo is a little bit stuck in there near both members of the blue team. Sidelight also picking up both members of the blue team. You see Isidroo, he's trying to sidelight across the stage. He wants it, man.
You can see Isidroo kind of just getting bounced around by this blue team, though. He's like, get me out. Oh, the chase from Santy, and the stock count remains even. Santy just a little bit more damage than Remy.
Backside of that Nair, sending high. Not enough to knock out Neutral Light. Remy needs to be very careful. He is taking some damage here. If he can get this knockout onto Santy, that would put the red team in a pretty good spot. But if Remy continues to take damage, he'll fall soon.
Surprised no punish on that whiff side signature from Simba. Isidroo being very cautious here. Knows that he's on his final stock. Does not want to leave Remy in the 1v2 again. Nice side air. Simba on the right side.
Remy. Sending Simba over. He's still choosing to go in. In comes Santy off of the respawn. Picks up these gauntlets. See Remy swinging hammers. They can get this knockout onto Simba. They get the 2v1.
Weapon toss. Simba avoids it. Isidroo does disarm himself. He's going to be on the Lance now. He missed time that, got caught by the side sig. Oh, Simba's out.
This is exactly what Remmy Isidroo need to come back in this. Remy's still on this second stock. Isidroo very red. Are they going to get the knockout? And they do. Fighting back. Keeping themselves in this. Putting Simba on only 284 damage.
That is rough for Simba, but he's going to be sticking with the Val. Half expected him to switch over to the Hattori again, kind of that comfort team of Hattori Val for this team comp, but looks like they still want to try it for at least another game. Of course, best of fives. Isidroo and Remy, they have to keep this momentum going.
Now, Remy is coming in on the defense stance, wants a little bit more movement speed, maybe to keep up with these Vals, who have a very favorable movement speed stance. One of the reasons a lot of players like to pick her up in the beginning is her stat line, including that movement speed.
Yeah, definitely a good movement speed, good defense character. Seeing Isidroo kind of on the awkward weapon, right? Like, he likes this lance for knockouts, so he'll likely be looking for the opportunity to make that swap when he can. So far, no opportunity as he just kind of tries to run away from Santy. Finally makes the swap over to the axe.
Yeah, you see him get a little bit of space. Like, that weapon spawn was sitting there, but the blue team was around it, and Isidroo doesn't want to risk throwing away his weapon and then getting hit, knocked away from the weapon, and being disarmed. So he's waiting until he had plenty of room for him to grab that axe.
Oh my goodness.
That's going to knock him out in that corner. Even though that's one of those like 45-degree angle SIGs, it's kind of deviously strong.
Yeah, it hits pretty hard. Isidroo forced to the lance again. You're seeing both blue team members fairly healthy on their first stock still.
Yeah, this is looking like a start more akin to game 1 and game 2 rather than last game. They have a solid lead. Isidroo starting to take damage. He's in the orange, finds a knockout. He's going to leave that weapon spawn for Remmy.
The clash out. Remmy with the neutral. That's not going to be the knockout tool. Santy again, that high defense on this Val.
Ooh, a little bit of team damage on the Isidroo. The blue team ends up hitting, following up as well. Big side air. 4 stocks to 4. Isidroo very damaged. You see Simba floating, staying above those soft platforms and going over to the right wall as Santy respawns into the game.
The spot dodges. Isidroo gets caught by the side air. Remmy tries to rotate, but he gets caught by the team combo. Blue team almost got something big. That side sig just barely missing as Remmy able to dodge up, but the recovery takes out Isidroo.
This game is definitely starting to wind down very much in favor of Simba and Santy in the blue. Side sig from Santy comes out over to the left side. Both members of the red on the right. In comes Remmy. Nice dash sidelight for the punish for hitting his teammate.
Nice recovery. Still not enough to finish off Simba. Isidroo tries to follow up off the recovery from Remmy, but Isidroo's just getting caught. Oh no.
3 stocks to 3. If Remmy can hold on, we saw him hold on last game. Saw him hold on for a really long time last game. Nice side air. And he confirmed the edge guard. Oh, nice! From Isidroo!
Remmy going for the gimp. Backs up, respects Simba a little bit, but Simba.
Oh, Isidroo's got to be so careful. The fact that he's landing on the main platform and not the soft platforms makes me nervous.
Yo, he's one hit. He's like one more recovery and he's out. He's got to get this damage put out. He's got to give Remmy the best opportunity. He knows if he gets caught, he is knocked out, but he's putting out the damage right now.
Yes, he is. Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Oh,
that was so close. Oh no. Isidroo is going to fall by extending too hard, running out of movement options. Let's see if he put in enough work.
Oh, this is going to be tough, man. Neither Simba or Santy are in that deep red. Remy's done this before. He's won 1v2s. He's clutched it for the team, but it is going to be tough.
This would be a huge clutch for Remmy. You see him. He's sticking to those soft platforms. He does not want to be on the ground because of something exactly like this.
Just like that. Simba and Santy close out the losers semifinal 3-1 over Remmy and Isidroo and go on to the losers final.
This is big. This is so big. This is Simba and Santy moving on. Guaranteed top 3 now. Consistent, very high placements from this team. And when you look at the numbers, a lot of it really came down to Isidroo that game. It seems like he just didn't have a handle maybe on Miami Dome. Maybe it was just a little bit too small, that he didn't have the room to breathe that he needed because he put out like low to mid 300s. I don't remember the exact number, but it was really a tough spot for him that last game. And that's one of the reasons, like, he overextended. He was finding chunks, man. I bet 110 to 120 of that damage was like on that last stock alone, right towards the end there when he ended up overextending and falling to his death. Think about how much more work he could have put out if he stayed